Hello, 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 Old Man Gamer here. We're going to take a look at Once Horror Maze by Carbor YKT, whatever that means. And you get a badge if you complete it. I played it last night. It is deceptively difficult. Why? Not because of the monsters, this thing that looks kind of like a kuntil anak that you can see in Indonesia. That's not why. It's difficult because it's a big maze. A freaking big maze. And there's one of the monsters. Don't turn your back at her. Always look at her. Okay? Then she'll eventually not be able to find you. Hide in the light if you are being chased by the crybaby. Hide in the dark if you are being chased by a doppelganger. A doppelganger should be, if they did it right, dopengalger, should look like you. Okay. So, unlock mouse. Always find your way out. Oh, here, this is the one that has all. This one has this group. I guess I don't know if they're promoting these for other groups or if they actually did. There's a ton of SCP games. So if you're a SCP game fanatic, you might want to look at it. It's also got a Murder Among Us, and an elevator game, and so on and so forth. So you might be curious to look at that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. And now, this part here is just rooms. There's nothing. Come on.
Not only you, but everyone in the whole entire city.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is all decorative. This whole house. That's the entrance.
That's a lot of sci-fi.
Okay. So what I'm going to do. The doppelganger pops up, it should look like you, and that's how you'll know. And you should hide somewhere dark. I don't know where, but I don't know where dark is. I have not seen any place that's dark. It didn't say that. It said hide in the dark, and there's no dark. And you can't turn off the lights either. So I don't know how you could possibly hide from the doppelganger. I suppose that's a possibility. What I'm doing is employing an old strategy that I learned from watching the Batman TV show back in the 70s when I was a little kid. And yes, the 1970s, eons ago. And that is, you always turn the same direction in the maze. This will work for any maze that has an exit on its perimeter, which would be the edge of the maze. It will not work for a maze that has breaks in the walls and has an exit that is located anywhere other than the edge of the maze. I am pretty sure that in this first part of the maze, which like I said, I haven't completed, there's only one of those monsters, but somebody told me last night that in the next part, there's more than one, so that's fine. Maybe they think I know something that they don't know. Or maybe they're just following me because they want me to get killed, and then they'll be able to run away. I feel like I'm going in a freaking circle. And you can hear that this monster is now pretty darn close to me. Since I'm going to be turning right, hopefully, I'm not going to be going that way, but I looked that way just in case she was there. That would prevent her from hurting me. There she is. That's the monster right here. As long as I stare at her, she won't attack me. Now, the funny thing is if one time when I was playing last night, I got really close to it and it disappeared, and then suddenly it sped up to me. So there was some kind of a lag or something, and it sped up and got ahead of me, and I ran right into it and died, which was kind of irritating. I don't know if it's easier to do all right turns or all left turns. Whatever it is, it's a long process. If the maze make... Yeah. Well, that's a possibility too. So basically you're following all the continuous walls until you get to wherever the exit is located. That one's not an exit.
Doesn't matter.
Dang. Okay, so that's what you gotta do, and you know what? I'm gonna try one more time, but this time I'm gonna just turn to the left. I'm not gonna bother showing you these rooms because there's nothing useful in them. I've only seen that one monster.
You'll never escape.
What the heck is that? I heard a giggly girl say, "You'll never escape." I haven't heard that before. That's something new. Oh, and now I can hear two different ghosts that are singing. This ghostly. Oh crap! Ah! She got me. I saw her and I turned away so fast, and then turned back, but it was too late. All right. Okay, so we'll just keep on going, and hopefully I can manage not to get killed by the monster. We'll see though. I would suggest being very careful, honestly, with some of these corners, especially when you hear that singing. Oh. I know, I recognize the person. I can hear the monster to my left. As long as somebody's looking at it. Now I gotta keep on looking this way in case it comes around the corner and tries to get me unawares. That one of them tried to do that last night. Different dots on the floor represent the paths taken by different players. I'm not sure what that has to do with me or how it's relevant or important. I'm not really convinced that it is. That's right. It's nearby. It could possibly be clues on how to get out. It could be nothing at all, other than oh my god, it ran right into it. It wasn't singing or anything, I didn't know it was there. Alright, well that's enough. I don't want to spend the next half hour trying to find the way out of the maze. It's just not worth it to me. If you like mazes and you want to be patient and try to get through that, I think there's more than one maze. At least somebody suggested that to me yesterday. So please feel free to try it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you'll be a kind gamer. Please.